I wanted to ask you, a lot of people have been saying or wanting to know your opinion on cancel culture, because that's what people will say, like, you're canceled, like,
Yeah, I'm
recently.
the only one that got canceled.
That's the thing. After you,
There's
everyone
no
else got
culture.
off.
Everybody got off after me. It isn't no cancel culture. It's a like pick a target and keep on riding them till they crack. I mean, that's what pissed me off about this the thing in the with Trump giving this speech of showing that his care for African Americans communities and mothers and the forgotten, the veterans, the working poor, the single mothers, all these people he had there, the military wife, real American people who give more than they have to give. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah.
They're heroic, They're archetypal, but they're sitting there and
You think that's why they got mad at you and why they're mad at Trump? Because those are people you connect with and they just don't have a connection? Because it seems like people have done some crazy
well,
stuff.
they remind me of an abusive boyfriend. Because here they framed the President of the United States. They framed him. They tried to start impeaching him like 19 minutes after he was sworn in.
Yeah, first it was Russia collusion for 2 years, and then it totally flopped, and then it's Ukraine for 2 years. It's not even like where he did something and they caught him doing something. That was like, they literally almost probably made the entire thing up, where it's not, it's like...
Can you see the wear and tear on him? I can. I thought he looked, like he's had some wear and tear on him.
He's in his 70s, and I mean,
and they never stop. They're like, yeah, we framed you. What are you going to do about it? Yeah, we lied about you and said that you had a horse come in and piss on you, and Hillary paid for it. And they're like, we're gonna get all the way to the Supreme Court with this one. We're gonna take him down. Why? Because he's trying to, help American black workers, and they really don't like that.
I want to ask you one last thing. Like, when obviously there's people who have said things that are, they typed something or said something or got canceled for that reason. But my thought with all that stuff has always been like, there's people who sold fake wars that have gotten millions of people killed and displaced. There's people who have done some terrible things.
There's
terrible
liars
bills.
on CNN.
But why does it?
I mean, telling the people lies about the president for 4 years, that he's, like Rachel Maddow, he did collude with Russia. I mean, lying right to your audience is the reason I ever wanted to get on television, because I knew everything was a fucking lie. And I just wanted to go tell the truth. And now I just want to be a newscaster or something to get my opinion out there, because I think my opinion was sorely needed. Because I don't see it expressed anywhere except for mental hospitals.
It just, it's very annoying where they,
I knew Trump was right when I saw he was accessing a lot of my stuff from my 2012 campaign.
He was taking your stuff.
He stole my whole act. But by God, he knows it already. I said, he stole my whole act when I ran.
We're waiting for a check. We've been looking.
No, I don't want it. It's all for free. He did it better than me.
A White House visit. What about that?
He did it better than me, and it worked. Now we've got to stay on him so that he continually works on health care and education for our kids. Right?
Absolutely.
And legalize the marijuana, for Christ's sake. It's all for a certain class. Those are his standards. They're very classist.
Well, even like Ralph Northam, he's this governor of Virginia. In his yearbook, there was
the blackface guy
next to a KKK guy. Like, you can't even script something that.
But that's what it's called. It's called projection. They project their sins onto you, which is called also a scapegoat.
Now they're just trying to go literally like third term. They just keep pushing it further and further, and then he literally comes out and says, "What about like when it's alive?" And you're like, dude, it's almost like they're just trying to be as crazy as possible and as unlikable as possible.
They're trying to destroy the spirituality of people. They really, really are. They don't want us to feel that there's any point to life, or that life is valuable, or that, you know, we can solve problems, you know, while they continually enrich themselves on exploiting problems. But, you know, it just changed, it's so easy, because all it requires is just a simple change of mind, which comes from being educated. So the more we research and talk, you know, the more educated everybody gets. And that's what's so great about the internet. But, you know, people should look at how things are tied together.
You know, you've always, even you were telling me that you were hiring people of different colors, women, before it was cool, you know, before it was the trendy thing to do and they could pat themselves on the back and wear white for doing it. All this stuff, like, voice of the middle class for decades, like you said, challenge them.
It does piss me off that, you know, that when I would, like, pretty much force them to hire black writers or black people at all, even on the crew and stuff, and the abuse they would heap on me for trying to do that are the same people that are now saying this about me. I don't forget. I'm like an elephant. Get it? I don't forget, and I don't forgive either. Nuh-uh, expect me.
Yeah, newscast, and I'll help you with whatever, but
Yeah?
yeah,
You know how to turn one of these newfangled deals on?
yeah, we'll turn it on, get that mic. We did the one in the studio, you know,
Yeah.
maybe step away from these people.
No, it's not that. It's like you can care about money all you want. The root, you know how they say money is the root of all evil, but it's the love of money that's the root of all evil. Like, it's okay to love money, it's just what does it cost everybody else? The thing I hate about capitalists, which I think they're gonna go through a huge, you know, reboot, and they have to, and I think Trump's working on it, but, you know, it's what money is about value, and what do you value? If you only are valuing war and destruction and death and torture and prisons, that is not gonna last. That's not gonna work anymore. It's not. It's obsolete.
What do you?
Now you got to look at how do we, you know, access all this intelligence that we have at our fingertips to create a better world for all the kids living on it. We could do that too, right now. It just takes a slight, and then you can still, all you have to do is invest your money in how fast will that community produce a healthy living crop. And, you know, build houses. And I mean, rebuilding is, you know, also extremely profitable, and Trump knows that. He's a builder.
So you don't
It's
have.
just time to build.
Why do people prioritize words over actions? And does it?
Because they are under mind control. They're under racial mind control. I mean, they really, really are. And they have been brainwashed to the point that they actually are judging people by the color of their skin rather than the content of the character. And that's dangerous and terrible. And I don't care what you call it, that ain't right. Well, I just want to say it's time for Americans to just start helping out your neighbors no matter what they look like. Learn about your neighbors and be kind to them. And, you know, create a community outside of your own selfish needs in case something happens to you. You want to be able to, you know, ask people for help. So go do that, for crying out loud. Bunch of idiots. I'm sick of people.
All right. Well,
Thanks.